Hi Aries, how are we today? I'm Michelle. I'm going to be doing some readings today for May 2023. Sort of just a bit of a general overview for the month. We will be delving a little bit into some love aspects as well, and then finishing that off with some shadow work there as well. Now, the decks that I'm using today, I have the Slavic Folklore Lenormand deck for the general portion. Then when we move into the love section, I do have the Lenormand of Japan deck, as well as the Island Time Wellness Oracles. And then when we look at our shadow work, I do have the Heal Yourself reading cards. That's Inner Seagull deck there. So we find that gives us some really lovely keywords when it does come to the shadow work, just to give us a bit of an overview. If you are interested in the shadow work, it is something I personally really, strive to incorporate into a lot of my readings, but I will be doing more in-depth shadow work readings every full moon. Okay, so keep your eye out for those. Obviously shadow work's something that's an individual thing. You're under no requirement to sort of do anything to better yourself, but I personally, that's one of my sort of personal life paths, is to follow the path of shadow work and that self-healing and self-growth sort of aspects as well. So I do love to share that with everybody. But getting sort of straight on into it today, Aries, we'll have a look at what's coming up for Aries in May. Okay, and we'll grab a card there for job, career and finance in May. Okay, and I am asking this month for a bit of detail about our platonic relationships in our life there. So, family and friends, those sorts of things. See what's going on there. As well as, if there is anything else important for Aries. What else does Aries need to know for May 2023, please? As a lot of you probably are already aware, we are currently in a retrograde as well. So finding that's affecting everyone in different kind of ways there. So hopefully not too bad for everyone at the moment. But personally, it's just, I'm finding it very exhausting. I've just been really super tired lately, but that also could be to do with having a 6-year-old. So you never know. But for your general portion here, we have the clover and the moon. Okay, so finding you this month possibly in a bit more of a sensitive mood at the moment, Aries. The moon does talk about sensitivity and emotional sensitivity, especially when it talks to things that we have taken a risk. We might have felt like we've taken a risk in our lives when it comes to certain things. So we're sort of seeing that rebounding this month when it comes to this energy. It can also talk about following your intuition this month as well. So, if you do sort of see something and you want to take a risk towards something, that following your intuition, that if your intuition's saying, yep, jump on in and take that risk, then I would personally suggest that you go ahead and do that. The clover really is a good luck card, a good fortune card. So this month we do have quite a fair amount of good fortune around us when it does come to taking a bit of a gamble and taking a chance on things this month as well. Okay, so looking like it may be, we may have some periods of emotional sensitivity this month, but at the end of the day, we are in that really prosperous, joyful mood there with the clover. The clover really does sort of outshine any negatives in the whole entire sort of reading. So it's sort of off to a positive start for you this month, Aries. Now, for when it comes to your finances and your career, we are seeing the heart coming through there. So you can see in this particular depiction of the heart, we're sort of focused on, the everything that surrounds the physical heart as well. So we've got the bone structure here surrounding that heart, and then the heart itself sort of shining brightly within. Okay, so that might be a bit of a clue for us when it comes to our career and our finances. It's talking about protecting the things that we do love, and super close to our heart, the things that are close to our heart when it comes to our career, and or finances. So sort of really protecting those things that um, are from the heart space when it comes to those sorts of areas. We do see also with the heart energy, it's actually really charitable kind of an energy as well. So you may find yourself, wanting to give when it comes to actual financials at the moment. So it is a really good time to be, if you're not already, donating to something that is close to your heart, or getting involved in charity work. Those sorts of things could actually be super beneficial for you financially, because even even if you are getting involved in some sort of charity, and you're giving your time and your energy, you may have some offlow from that, that sort of leads back to you financially as well. So it's that whole you've got to spend money to make money kind of a vibe going on for you guys this month, but it's all coming from that space of love. Okay, so if you're in that loving energy, and spending money on the things that you do love and hold close to you, you will find that money coming back to you one way or another. So I feel like that's pretty positive. Even just as a general thing, it's sort of focusing on the love side of money. So, loving your money this month, Aries, and possibly really loving your work that you're involved in as well. And if you are struggling at work, finding the things that you love about the job may really help see you through the month as well. I know a lot of us, it's something that you just have to do to get through, but even with the worst jobs, there always are some positives when you actually stop and look for them. You can always find those there. Okay, now when it comes to platonic relationships, so like family and friend relationships, we are seeing the grave and the book. Okay, now the grave is its equivalent in the more traditional decks is the coffin card, but this one really actually focuses more so on the endings of things. Okay, so with the traditional coffin, we do see endings bringing new beginnings, which obviously that is definitely suggested with the book there as well. But it's really talking about, some sort of platonic relationship needing to come to some sort of an end. Okay, I'm not saying, go out and cut everybody off or anything like that, but it could just be, like certain aspects of the relationship needing to end at this current time, death bringing rebirth. So, obviously a lot of the time we do talk about cutting out the negatives and the things that no longer serve you within that connection. So having a look at our friendships, our platonic relationships, our family relationships, working out what is it that isn't serving you with these relationships, cutting those behaviors out, cutting that out, or whatever it might be, so that we can sort of start anew within that connection. Okay, because we do see the book, and the book really does talk about new beginnings, writing new chapters to the story, and it's got that strong reminder that you are the author of your own story, and things that are sort of yet to be written with these sort of relationships. Okay, so as long as we're cutting out the things within those relationships that no longer sort of serve us, we will definitely be seeing the book opening up to a whole brand new chapter within that connection, and it could actually be something completely brand new within that I keep wanting to say partnership. So if you are in a platonic partnership of some sort, like it could be workmates, family partnerships with work, and that combining things, having some sort of a partnership with people, or it could even just be referring to, you know, the partnership as like as siblings working towards common goals to help parents and that kind of a thing as well. So I'm feeling that, you know, strengthening those sort of partnerships within those platonic connections, you know, by ending out the things that aren't working. You know, I'm feeling it's probably some sort of particular behavior or the way that we're communicating within those connections that sort of need to end, and start finding new ways of doing those things that actually work for you both. Okay. And then when it comes to if there's anything else of importance to Aries there, I am seeing the male and the clouds card there. Now, I don't really like to genderize this, the male and the female within the cards, but a lot of the time, this in this particular deck, that can be talking about like a father figure strongly on your mind, on your thoughts at the moment, because the cloud does talk about thoughts. Okay, so it could be talking about sort of some sort of important male role model in your life. So it definitely like could be talking about some important male in your life. But I am also getting the energy that that could be you, Aries. You could be either a male, or you could just be, you know, needing to sort of stop and look at the more masculine elements of your personality. Not so much your personality, but the way that you think about things. Okay, so looking at the masculine elements of the way that you think about things. So it can talk about sometimes, you know, the more masculine elements can be sort of talking about things like, you know, being a little bit closed off emotionally, and that's sort of bringing in a little bit of confusion for you this month. I feel, you know, the thoughts card there, the clouds card, it can talk about, you know, a little bit of confusion or self-doubt, and I feel that that might be what we're looking at here. You know, so maybe for you, for an advice for that, I would sort of say, you know, tap into that more feminine energy and that more emotional and energy at the moment, with the way that we're thinking. It may actually help you clear out some of that confusion. But with the clouds, you know, every cloud has a silver lining as well. So really stopping and looking for the silver lining with anything. And so if this is another person, you know, in your life, that there may be some sort of confusion or doubt between you and this particular person. And like I said, sort of really stopping and thinking about how we want to deal with this, whether we, you know, and even going back to that, to that to that relationships section there, where we're talking about the platonic relationships, really thinking about, you know, what needs to end within this relationship in order for it to move forward. You know, so kind of feeling it could be about a few little things there, but I am getting the vibe that it's either about yourself or it's about some sort of platonic connection there. But we'll move over into the love section for you guys. So I'm just taking timestamps as well, so we don't lose track, and you can sort of skip through to different sections if you need to. So we're moving over to the love section for you now, Aries. Okay, so as we saw there, we may be finding an Aries who's not necessarily connected at the moment to that more emotional side, even though they may be coming up for you just in general. I feel like you're kind of pushing them aside a little bit at the moment, Aries. So I'll just grab a few cards just to see the general love energy we're finding Aries in for May. Okay, and then we'll ask about people in specific. Okay, so we'll look firstly for somebody who is already in your energy, already in Aries energy, love-wise. What's going on with that connection? So this is somebody, you know, you may or may not be with this person already, but they are already in your energy. So it's somebody you already know or are thinking of. Okay, so in Aries energy for love, please. Okay, and we'll see if there's anyone new coming into your energy with love this month, Aries. Anyone new for Aries this month? Okay, and I grab you an oracle for, how about we grab an oracle for each of those people as well? Card's not wanting to shuffle for me today. Okay, so the person that's already in Aries energy, and the person, any new people coming into Aries energy. Okay, so the energy we're finding you in this month, Aries, we are finding that we've got the no and then the ring card there, okay? So that ring card never picks up well on the screen, so sorry about that. But it is a ring there that's being held by some fingers. But this is the no card, okay? So this is kind of making me feel like, Aries, you might be a little bit, no, I don't want a bar of it this month. You might not be really in that, like I mentioned earlier, that you may not be connecting very well with your emotional, more, love's energy side at the moment, Aries. But when it comes to relationships, you might just be outright saying, nope, I'm not interested in that at the moment, or there may be something going on with a cycle or a relationship that, you're just feeling very, it's, I'm getting that like something has ended, or it's just a big no at the moment. There's no progress one way or another. It's feeling like a very sort of stuck energy. So I don't know whether that's you yourself. Obviously, we are asking about your energy, so it highly likely could be you, Aries, that is just in this very sort of stuck energy and not really wanting to explore anything at the moment, whether it's with people we do know already or not. I'm just feeling that you're just in this, kind of stuck energy when it comes to love at the moment. Just kind of feeling like, no, not my jam right now. I'm just going to, sit back and worry about Aries for a little while, okay? It's kind of what I'm getting from that. I'm not really getting much else from that, to be honest. But we'll have a look at the person that's already in your energy there. We do have the autumn card as well as the stars card, okay? And now with the season cards, I do read the seasons as my own seasons, okay? So I believe that it already is autumn. It's coming to the end of autumn. What do we got? Yeah, so autumn, May being the last month of autumn for me here in Australia. So I understand that elsewhere in the world it's a totally different season. You guys are still in spring or whatever. But for me here it is autumn. So this is sort of talking about definitely something current, okay? Like I said, it's somebody you already know or are thinking about. And we are sort of talking definitely about this current energy this month, okay? Now we are seeing the stars card there as well. The stars is all about wishes and dreams, okay, and like looking up and wishing on a star type of energy. So whether it's this person is wishing for you or you are wishing for them, having the autumn card there does really show me that, if you weren't in this no energy so strongly there, Aries, that now would actually be a really good time to take action, or start conversing with this particular person, if you're not already. So it feels like either they are your wish, or that might be reversed, and you are their wish, okay? But it also really does talk about that, dreams, and that connection and serenity with each other, that it's feeling like, and with the autumn card, I do feel like it's something that may have, you guys might have been together previously. I'm just not feeling a current energy of you guys actually like together. I am getting a little bit off this autumn card that it's something that has fallen apart. You know, we all know autumn, the other word for autumn is fall. So either you've fallen really hard for this person and they are all that you can wish for, or, you know, I am getting that it's fallen apart kind of energy. And maybe that's why you are in this strong sort of no, I don't want to borrow of it energy, because I feel like you really are kind of focused on this person that's in your energy. You know, I feel like this maybe, it could be both of you. I'm getting that, you know, maybe you guys mirror each other quite a lot, because I am getting quite a strong energy going both ways. So whether or not that's just that you guys really do actually have a strong, deep connection that's sort of, you know, beyond the stars type connection, you know, out of this world type connection where it's kind of really unexplainable. But I do feel as though something here has sort of fallen apart a little bit, you know, so I'm not feeling that it's a totally current sort of reality energy. I'm going to grab, okay, I'm going to grab another card for you there just to see if we can sort of see a little bit more about what is going on with that connection, because like I said, it's kind of a little bit all over the place, and I'm just not seeing that, you know, if you guys wishing for each other so strongly, why is Aries in such a strong no, and why am I getting that vibe of something that fell apart? Because with the stars card there, that really is like destined, you know, destined to be sort of have this connection. So I'm just gonna what's going on with this connection that we need to know for Aries, please? Okay, and so we're seeing the clover come out. So you remember that back in the start there, we did see that clover. So that is really taking a risk and taking a chance. Like I feel as though that's kind of like advice for you, Aries. Maybe that we do need to sort of get past this no energy and take a risk, because, you know, I am feeling that, you know, this person is actually something that potentially could be like really good for you, Aries. You know, especially with that clover coming out for this person as well. You know, like I said, good luck and good fortune. So if you do want to take some steps towards this person, it's definitely a perfect opportunity to take a risk. And, you know, high risk, high reward. Okay. I feel like taking a risk is going to really pay off for you, and it's going to stop this falling apart completely. I'm, like I said, I'm just getting that weird vibe off that you know, that something has sort of fallen apart there, but that with that star energy coming through so strongly, it's really feeling like, you know, it could be something important to you, Aries. So it may be worth taking the risk towards that energy. Now for the oracle there, I am seeing the girl talk card, okay, and that does say time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay, so I feel like that is you at the moment, Aries, sort of just living in the moment in this no energy, and sort of denying any sort of connections or relationships at this current time. But I do feel that the important message there is that the girl talk aspect is that, you know, it does talk about talking this through with friends, and you know, maybe getting some support or advice off friends when it does come to this particular connection, and just sort of getting that support of working out why you're in this no energy, okay, and if that's truly what you want, if you are trying to you know, just move on from this connection, or if you are sort of actually still quite connected to that, and wanting to sort of take that risk and sort of see what happens. But obviously, you know, free will is a choice. Like everyone has free will, so you don't have to actually take any risks that you're not prepared to take. But there is definitely the option there to do so. Okay. Now, for any new energy coming through for you there, we are definitely seeing a feminine energy headed your way. This is someone that you haven't met yet. Okay, so we are definitely feeling that feminine energy, and the lily the lily can talk about a few different things, but I'm really getting that it may be like someone you meet through your career, someone you may meet through work or somehow through your career. The lily a lot of the time, I'm just getting that really strong career aspect coming through, which is odd for a love reading, but it can sometimes talk about the potential longevity as well as intimacy. Okay, so it's definitely talking about emotional intimacy coming through with this person, having that opportunity to come through. And once again, the oracle is pulling out your energy there, Aries. That's the mask card. So that does say not showing true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending, deluding, gaslighting. Okay, so with such a soft, feminine, intimate energy coming on through, I feel that you may not accept this at all because it's too emotional of a connection coming towards you there. I feel at this current time, like I said, I feel that this is totally you, Aries. Not showing your true feelings. I'm not getting the feeling that you can even see your own true feelings at the moment, Aries. Whatever's gone on with this person that's still in your energy or that's already in your energy, I feel like that it's all connected and that you're sort of hiding from your own feelings at the moment. And that's why we're seeing that no energy coming through so strongly for you, Aries. So I'm going to grab you some advice, okay, and see if we can get to the bottom of this, because you're really throwing me for a loop today. Aries, with this energy, it's feeling like you've got this lovely energy already in yours, and you have this lovely energy coming towards you in the near future there, but you don't seem to be interested in anything love related at the moment, Aries. So advice for Aries when it comes to love. Okay, so I'm getting the sun and the flowers, Aries. Okay, so both of those are super positive cards, and the sun does talk about revealing things. So I feel like that's talking about stopping and revealing your true feelings to yourself. If you want happiness, okay. So if you do want to sort of step out into the light and actually stop and look at how you truly do feel when it comes to love connections at the moment, because once again, I'm getting that vibe of, yes, you're just hiding these feelings from yourself, and whatever it is you feel, whether it is this person that you have already in your energy, or whether you are wanting to move on and meet somebody new, you have the option to do either of those. But you're sort of turning away from those and not allowing them to be fully revealed to you. Okay, so it's sort of telling you that, if you want advice when it comes to love, that it's telling you that you do need to reveal your true feelings to yourself, as well as giving to yourself and to the person. Okay, because I feel like, yeah, if you're not giving to either of these situations, you're not going to receive in return. Okay, the giving energy with the flowers, it really is about giving. Okay, so maybe even just taking a small step with that risk there and just grabbing a bunch of flowers and taking them to that person, just to start to give to that connection if that's what you want. Because I'm really feeling that strongly to let you know, Aries, that if you don't start giving your true feelings, not only to yourself but to these connections, that you won't be able to receive that either. Okay, because love is something that, yes, you do have to give in order to receive. It can't be one-sided forever, because these people will that they nobody has the strength of a superhero to continue giving to something when they're not receiving anything in return, emotionally or intimate or whatever it might be. Okay, Aries. So sorry if that came across a little bit harsh, but it really does feel as though that's the best advice I can give you, is to give to yourself first and foremost, and reveal to yourself what it is that you truly feel, and whether you do actually want to follow follow your heart for once. It me personally, I am an Aries moon, and I will be telling myself that as well, because I feel that's one of my personal beliefs, is that you always have to follow your heart. Okay, so if you're not sure what your heart really wants at the moment, just stop and talk to yourself, and then follow that. And once again, we're seeing, we had the clover come out twice, so it's telling you it's safe to take a risk, and it's safe to take a chance on love at this time, I feel, Aries. But like I said, free will, at the end of the day, you have the free will to, if you don't want to put your heart out there, you are by no means obligated to do so. That is just what we're sort of seeing in the cards, and giving you the opportunity to actually delve a little bit deeper into that if you do choose. Okay. Sorry if we got a little bit deep there, Aries. Okay, so we'll move over to the shadow work portion for you there, Aries. So I'm just going to grab two keywords for you for when it comes to shadow work for you for May 2023. So we're just looking for Aries, shadow work for Aries, May 2023, please. Wow, okay. So I do need to, my Aries moon, I actually, when I do the readings, occasionally I do use the exact same layout and do a personal reading for myself while I'm at it. And I actually pulled these exact two cards yesterday for myself. Okay, so we're getting quite personal here. Okay, when we're talking about the shadow work, we do have the hole in the soul card there and the letting go card there. Okay, so when it comes to the hole in the soul, that's what I feel like we're talking about with that sun card coming out for your advice. It's like stopping and revealing to yourself, like, there really is something missing that, and I'm feeling that it's love related. Okay, there really is something missing that you need to stop and look at for your own personal self. Okay, for your own growth, you need to be finding, you can't fill the hole that exists within you until you actually know what it is, and what do you feel like you have had taken from you, or what do you feel like you need in order to make you feel whole just within yourself. Okay, this is shadow work, is completely for your own personal benefit. It's for nobody else, nothing else. Okay, so it just is feeling that there is something within you that is feeling empty, or that you're missing something when it comes to your soul connection, and that's probably why we're feeling so distant from our own emotions and from our own heart space. Okay, so your soul is kind of made up of your heart, as well as your logic, and your instinct or your intuition. There's a few different things that everyone believes. Obviously everyone believes different things, but it also could be sort of letting you know that, spend some time with your soul. Okay, spend some time meditating, or something like that, and really looking at yourself, and what it is you feel like you're missing when it comes to your soul space and your heart space. Okay, and then with the letting go card, I feel that that's talking about letting go of things that have happened in the past, talking about things that have hurt you and have probably helped create this hole in your soul. All right, letting go of all those past hurts. Okay, I know that a lot of the time it's not that easy. It's letting go is one of them things where it's like a lot easier said than actually done. Okay, but it is sort of letting us know that, especially when it comes to the past, there is some things that we really do need to let go of. And when we do sort of sit down and examine where that hole is sort of being created, we probably are going to be needing to let go of some things that have happened in the past as well. Okay, so sorry we've gone a bit deep on you guys there, Aries. Like I said, that entire reading did feel quite connected to itself. So, it does feel like we are trying to avoid a few things this month, Aries. And if you need to do that in order to heal, then, that's perfectly fine. Like I've said a few times now, free will is totally your option. You're more than welcome to just go hermit mode for a while and not even deal with this stuff, okay? But yes, so we do sort of find though that it's going to come back around one way or another. Things always do have a way of doing that, but all the best for you, Aries, and let me know if it resonates. Obviously, these things are going to be slightly different for everyone. It is a collective reading. So, let me know if it does resonate for you, and also make sure you leave a comment. So anyone that comments is going to be in the draw for a free personal when I do hit my first 100 subscribers. But make sure you subscribe anyway so you can keep updated, but be part of the collective energy and make sure that your energy is getting seen. So if that didn't quite resonate, make sure you do subscribe so that we can make sure that hopefully the next one does resonate a little bit better for you. But if this is where we leave, thank you so much for your time today, Aries, and I'll see you again soon.